Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here, and this is kind of a vital update, a bit of a groundbreaker to be quite honest, because I've always sat there and said from the very beginning, and if you don't know this, I've more or less been not at war with Fat Man, but I was at one point back and forthing with him quite a lot because, you know, I knew he was more or less speaking about stuff that he was turning everything from this molehill into a mountain and feeding off people's negative energy. And I always said eventually someone will do an audit, the correct people will get to the bottom and will get the truth. So this is an audit in itself. I'm going to leave a link to this in the video. I know I forgot the links for that last video. Go back and check. The links will be there now for you folks. For some reason YouTube keeps, so you have an upload default, right? And for whatever reason, if you go forwards then backwards, it's like a bug and it reverts it back to the original default. It's silly. But anyway, this is an audit, and what I'm going to do, instead of just going through the whole thing, reading it out to you and boring you out, I'm going to get to the conclusion and what they've come up from all of their investigations and what, you know, it all ends up as, because I feel this is really important for the community to be able to move forward, so to speak, as a community, and understand that, you know, they did try to save the peg and they did try to save the coin, and it wasn't just what people think and what Fat Man's been making out this whole time, as if they were siphoning out money and stuff like that. Hang on, I will find the conclusion. Okay, so here we go. So based on our independent investigation, we conclude that from the 8th of May to the 12th of May 2022, LFG and TFL used the following assets to defend the UST price peg. On the 8th of May, LFG directly sold, so that's 26 million USDT, and then another 23 million USDC to buy 50 million UST. Sorry, for me, it's really small for me on my screen. I don't know if it's going to show up like this for you guys. So between the 9th of May and the 10th of May, LFG transferred a total of 52,189 BTC from its reserves to Jump Trading for Jump to purchase UST. From May 8th through May 10th, on a total basis, TFL purchased a total of, that's 1.9 billion UST through its cryptocurrency exchange accounts Binance, KuCoin and Bitfit. I'm not even going to try. As well as through its TFL curve bots 1 and 2. These purchases had contemporaneous market value of, so what is that? That's 1.7 billion US dollars. During this period, using a net basis, TFL purchased a net total of, so it's 1.4 billion UST for its cryptocurrency exchanges, as well as through TFL curve bots 1 and 2. These purchases had contemporaneous market value of, that's 1.3 billion. God, I hope that's billion. Yeah, it's billion. US dollars. So also on May 10th, TFL received a total of 33,206 BTC from LFG as a reimbursement for a portion of assets that TFL spent defending the peg. LFG transferred 28,206 BTC to TFL's Binance account, and Jump transferred 5,000 BTC to the same account. 313 BTC that have not been used was returned to LFG's wallet. The total amount of 33,206 BTC had they've used contemporaneous quite a lot in this, haven't they? Market value of, so it's just over $1 billion US dollars. Thus, based on the total UST purchase, TFL spent a decent amount, so 742 million US dollars more than it received from LFG to purchase UST in the defense of the UST price peg. For the same period, using a total net amount of UST purchased, TFL spent 345 million US dollars more than it received from LFG to purchase UST in the defense of the UST price peg. Additionally, between May 8th and May 11th, using TFL's own funds, TFL purchased a total of 23 million Luna on a total basis, with a contemporaneous value of, so it was just over $1 billion US dollars under the net basis. TFL purchased a total of 7 0.7. That's such a tiny amount when you think about it now, but back then that was that was crazy amounts. With contemporaneous value of 268 million US dollars in total, TFL spent 1.7 billion US dollars on a total purchase basis, or 613 US dollars on a net purchase basis of its own in defense of the UST price peg. Okay, so this is an independent company that have done an audit and they've not found, I've gone through this, no foul play. Okay, this is everything anybody needs to kind of sit there and get their answers right now, and this is why I'm getting this out there and really just going straight to the conclusion on this and showing you guys they did try to fix things, they did try to save it, it didn't work out. And what I'm going to also say is, did they make the right decisions? Probably not. Could they done other things differently? Yeah, it's all shoulda, woulda, coulda. You could always do things differently, right? Could they have saved Luna as a whole? Yeah, probably. Was it easier to just create another coin and not have to deal with all the crazy amount of debt that is left on Luna Classic? Of course it was for them. You know, like loads of people sit there and say, you know, we should just burn all of the coins, but you know, we need the liquidity to buy and burn those coins. If we had them in the system, fair enough, but we don't. They're distributed out to all of the different people and places that purchase them during the hyperminting, right? So this in itself is a bullish outlook and proof in itself that FM has just fueled people. He's been fueled from people's anger the whole way, and this, I believe, is really going to shut him down and shut other people down and show that they did defend the peg and they did do all the right things and stuff like that. Does that mean DOKWON isn't a bad person or is a bad person? Honestly, like I said, he could have done things differently, but it's not always, you know, that easy when you've just gone from God status to, you know, the devil that everybody hates, so to speak. So in itself, this puts a more positive outlook on things to show that TFL really did try and they did put their whole hearts into it. But like I'm saying, it doesn't fix everything that happened. Okay, this attack still happened, it still wasn't prevented and stuff like that. So I hope the community can sort of start to see this as more of a good outlook, and you know, it wasn't a rug from the inside and this didn't happen from the inside out. Why would you then do this from the inside out to go and do all of this at the same time? And you know, you've really got to look at the evidence right now, look at the facts and understand that things always get blown out of proportion. That's just the way the crypto environment works. All influencers do it because it's RPM. People are going to click into it, and I can guarantee if you go back to May, all of these influencers who are covering LUNC now were all attributing to the crash, the chaos and everything back then. So, you know, you're already seeing some of them change their tune. This in itself is really good, like I was saying. Leaving a link to this in the description. Do read through these things, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to sit and, because I used to read through these, but you know, you need to absorb this kind of information yourself, and you really do need to look in and get the facts, get the information. But from what I'm seeing, they tried their utmost best to save this, and it was down to us. Like a lot of people sit there and they get angry because we're kind of left with this project that we're fixing, but at the same time, we wouldn't have Luna Classic in this community and everything that we've built right now if it wasn't for them creating Luna, right? So in itself, we're here now. Okay, there's some factual evidence to show here that LFG and TFL all made the correct decisions and did what they could have done to the best extent. I mean, that is a lot of money to throw at something to try and fix it and it not work. You know, for it to just completely and utterly capitulate. Folks, I'm going to leave it on that. This is a really good outlook from where I'm sitting. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you think DOKWON is now looking, you know, more positive? Do you think this makes you feel a little bit better about what's happened and stuff like that? Let us know in the comments section. It does matter to us and it does count as to what you think and how you feel. We have run polls in recent live streams and it's been 50-50. So I'm quite interested to see how this now makes people feel. Let us know in the comments. Stay safe, beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody pretending to be me, beware of anybody posting WhatsApp numbers in the comment section, anything like that. I can't always get to them that quickly, and you know, just stay safe. Lung Penguins is launching this month. I'm sure the date is the 22nd of November. If it changes, I'll let you know. Join the Telegram for updates. We are putting them out in there, so we're not flooding the overall crypto space with our own project and looking like it's all me kind of thing. So if you want those updates, you know the Telegram group is and stuff like that. Catch you in the next one, folks. Stay safe. Can't stress that enough.